Lately, I've been experimenting with a new way to paint miniatures, and I think it's better than the typical SLAPCHOP method. You prime it white, you paint it with Army Speed paint, and then you paint it with some paint pens. Throughout the video, I'm gonna kind of break down why I think this is a really great method, and hopefully by the end of it, you'll agree with me. The point of this paint method isn't to get the best painted miniature, because I have other priorities when doing this hobby. It's more to get end product relatively quickly and be able to have enough freedom within the painting process to have fun. I'm not going for Golden Demon here, and by this point, it's probably pretty obvious. All these are here. That's crazy. It's really tough to choose, but I think for a warlock, this guy's gonna be perfect. Now that this guy's on a base, I'm gonna prime him white. The real trick to this, after this primer will dry, I'm gonna apply a speed paint, preferably a dark one, and just cover the whole model. The last step is to take some acrylic paint markers and paint the miniature. It comes out with a really contrasty looking paint style. The trick is you wanna paint just the top sections so that the shadow color really pops. Last time I did this method, I went to visit my brother in Oregon, and I actually did it on a plane. And the pilot came on the speaker and said, we're gonna have some major turbulence for the majority of this flight. And I still managed to do it. I was gonna film it and make a whole video, but of course I sat next to a baby. Army Speed paints tend to have a white spot. You just gotta make sure that the brush touches the recess, because sometimes I feel like there are parts of a primed miniature that repel the paint. So as long as you kind of agitate the surface, it'll make sure that it gets everywhere. So let's talk a little bit about these paint pens. These are acrylic markers. They're not like alcohol pens, because that will constantly reactivate. And I'm not using a specific brand. This is a generic acrylic marker. I got a small starter pack. Once I decided that this was kind of the paint method for me, I got a 60 color pack. And this has a lot more color variety. And I really like the color because of its vividness. You don't have to thin down your paints because it's coming out of the marker. So the pigment goes directly onto the model, and it has a really nice effect. The Army Speed paint is actually doing more work than just shading. It actually unifies all the colors that I'm putting down on the model, kind of bleeding into the top base coat that we're going to be applying. And I do find that my brush control is much better with these felt tip pens, but whenever you mess up, there's an easy fix for that. Not to mention that the metallics are also pretty good. The packs that I have are pretty limited. They only have a silver and gold, but typically you don't need much more than that. The one thing I don't like about SLAPCHOP is there is no undo button. It's really difficult to fix. For this method, it's actually super easy because you can just use the speed paint again, water it down, and then just put it in the recesses. And you can even use this to help tint some things that needed some more shading, bring back the shadows and all that. Yeah, that's outlined everything, like the trim out just a little bit more. Another thing I wasn't a huge fan of was this gold rod. I think if I make this brown, it might turn out looking better. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like this is the best painting method ever, but as for someone who I mean, I'd rather spend my creative time doing terrain and doing other things, playing games. It is a really nice, fast method to paint. And I think it has a really good result and a really nice style to it that is relatively easy to get, like, correct. At least for me. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope this helps you out. I got some silicone, so I gotta recast that miniature. Feel free to stay tuned for that too. I'm trying to make a miniature to take to Adepticon, and I made a mold, and the silicone putty that I typically use is just not designed to make a really fine detailed miniature, and I wouldn't feel comfortable trading it. It's just not at the level that I want. So I ordered a new silicone. Oh man, these are so cute and tiny.